Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TLDC. John
Andrew.
and today we're going to kick off this episode continuing from what we last talked about relationships. And one thing I wanted to cover,
Part 2.
we talked about the keys were, being best friends, communication.
And then the 6633. And you fully won't understand unless you see that video. So if you haven't seen it, go out and watch it.
Yep.
It's a good video.
And one thing I want to add that we didn't really state or cover, and I'm going to throw this out there. Intimacy. I can't bear or, push or express enough how big intimacy is in a relationship. So for me, for example, when I'm with a woman, I'll be intimate every day. And it doesn't mean that, I'm, excuse my language, a man whore or whatever, or my hormones is really high, whatever, because I'm 25 years old. It's as a man, it's my way to express to a woman my deepest feelings, how much I really love her in an intimate manner. As a man, that's what we do. That's why I can't speak for every man, but for me, I might not open up a lot. But if I'm with a woman at night and I'm, holding her close, kissing her passionately and yada yada yada, that's my way of expressing my deepest emotions to her and how much she means to me. And in any relationship, if there is not intimacy, then I don't see it being a relationship at all. Like, what kind of relationship is that when two people are not intimate? You might as well just use the person, man. You're probably just using the person and doing something with somebody else, because if you're not being intimate with your woman, there is a good chance you're probably doing something with someone else, because man or women, we all have our needs, and we need them not just emotionally, not just mentally, but we need them physically. Sorry, I get into my talks here. So that's something that I wanted to talk about. And it's always good to change it up too. As far as being intimate, your woman might get bored of one position. It's always good to mix it up. Be a little adventurous, Andrew, anything you want to comment on that?
I mean, there's many layers to intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, the main ones are kissing, hugging.
Mm-hmm.
Talking can be intimate.
Yeah.
It comes back to conversations. You can have an intimate conversation, or you can have a regular conversation. But intimate's more, getting down to it, and like John said, just showing how much you love her. Showing her. Even if your relationship's new, you don't necessarily have to be intimate to that level. But at least show her you're starting to care about her. I don't know a woman that doesn't like to be. I guess there are some women that don't like to be intimate, but most women like a man to be a little bit sensitive, a little bit intimate with them. Give them kisses, goodbye, or give them kisses when walking the door. Maybe a hug here, here and there. But if you're a guy that's not really that intimate, we're not trying to say, just kind of do you. We're just telling you, women, most women like that. Intimacy it just plays a very vital part in a relationship. It does, because again, kissing, hugging, it just shows you care at the end of the day. It just shows you care about that person, and you kind of putting their needs before yourself if you're that sturdy person that doesn't like to do that.
Yeah.
So that's really my take on it. Don pretty much explained a lot of what it has to do. I don't know if he has things to add, but that was my little take.
Yeah, and one thing is that too, the intimacy is basically what makes the world go round. Let's put it that way. The friendship, communication, everything else, that could be different aspects. That part can be the sun. The other part can be trying to think here. This is unscripted. So one part could be the sun, one part could be the moon, and next you need you need something to keep the world going.
Yep.
And to me, that's the intimacy that keeps everything whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know what else I could tell you guys at home. But that's my take on intimacy. That's something I just want to discuss because everybody's going to talk about that. And that's big. Intimacy is big. I've had relationships where there was an intimacy and I'm just like, okay, what am I doing? What's the point? if I'm gonna be intimate with this person, then I'm probably gonna end up cheating on him, and I don't want to do that. Might as well just break it off.
Yeah.
You know. Anything else you want to add? I mean, I pretty much covered everything there is. You know, what's intimacy for you.
Yeah. Just it's another part of relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's many factors that come to a relationship. There's many points, and we're gonna hit them all eventually. This is just another part. So, I mean, really, that's intimacy for you, like John said. So,
TLDC, you know how we do, man. Join the campaign. Start with the I can, not the
I can't.
So my innovators, dream chasers, go getters, money makers, you know what it is. We ain't got to tell you.
Yep.
You know, so TLDC. Oh, one thing. Let's just real quick. TLDC is not only just a way of life, but to explain to you guys, for some of you guys who don't know what TLDC is all about. It is our way of giving back to the great one, to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. TLDC stands for Train Like Dwayne Campaign.
Exactly.
And it's our way of giving back to him, our role model, someone who we look up to, someone who's been through the struggles and has persevered.
Yep.
And didn't succumb to failure, but used failure as a motivator, and he pushed more and he achieved more, and he has had his own personal struggles and did not give in to failure.
Yep.
He overcame it.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's big, and we know that he does good things for people in the community, you know, and it's just our way of giving back to him.
Yeah, and we try to stay positive and motivated every day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just one of the factors that keeps us going.
Yeah.
You know, like John said, we look at his life and we try to. I mean, don't get us wrong. We're not trying to be The Rock.
No.
But, you know, I mean, to be that successful, to put in the work he does, just his work ethic, you know, and just how passionate he is and how motivated and what he strives for. That's really the key to it. You know, that's really what we're looking for. You know, that's where, you know, TLDC was birthed from that.
Yeah, we're not trying to get famous of his name or anything. It's just our way giving back to him. Just our way saying thank you. Thank you, Dwayne, for being who you are, for being the role model. You know what I mean? Thank you. We appreciate that more than anything.
And just to give you a little thing, I mean, if you think about a Train Like Dwayne campaign, I mean, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, you know, they don't really, you know, they're not really talking about training at all, or, you know, I mean, it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He did.
This guy does everything.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't just talk about work, and talk about success, how to overcome failure, what it means to be successful, chase your dreams, what it means to achieve those goals, those dreams that you have. He talks about stuff like that. It's not just lifting weights.
Exactly. So when we talk about Train Like Dwayne, again, it's not training like him.
No.
Not physically, but you're training to have a better life. You're training to whatever, to set goals. You're training to achieve this, achieve that. That's where TLDC was born. That's what we take away from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So don't stick it to one category. You know, open your mind, think outside the box, and that's what TLDC is. You know, it's a lifestyle. It encompasses everything in life and bring it into one to train you to be a better person. So
that's that for today's TLDC. John
and Drew,
and we'll see you guys soon. More videos coming.